Dara's front was very strong from the natural point of view, but in practical terms, with the warriors spread on both sides of the valley, it was very difficult for them to cover each other's backs. In such a situation, providing assistance to each other on both the ends of the valley was getting difficult for them. Here Dara was busy establishing his front, while Aurangzeb was moving towards Ajmer. Aurangzeb was so enthusiastic by his victories so far that he didn't bother to look at his army's weaknesses and their current situation. Aurangzeb was so confident and enthusiastic that his army completed 22 miles from Ramsar to Dorai within 2 days. Dorai was called Devrai in those days. Aurangzeb encamped in Dorai and was now only 2 miles away from Dara. Mirza Raja Jai Singh fronted Aurangzeb's right. Purdil Khan with a contingent of 150 men was sent near to the enemy front at night. He walked a mile and then settled his front on a low hill. From here, Dara's camp was only 1 mile. In the morning, Dara's men saw Purdil Khan's front on the hill and attacked his troops. On this, Aurangzeb sent Shafshakin Khan to help Purdil Khan. Shafshakin Khan approached Purdil Khan and started firing on Dara's men. At this, Dara's men turned their backs and went backwards. Shafshakin Khan quickly distributed his men on the hills. After this, he started long-distance firing on Dara's troops. Shafshakin Khan deployed his defense troops under the leadership of Sheikh Mir and Diler Khan, who could protect them from accidental attacks and emergency situations. Up to now, Aurangzeb's army organized itself for general attacks. Amir-ul-Umra and Raja Jai Singh were appointed to the left of Aurangzeb with their mouths facing the Kokla hill. Asad Khan and Hoshadat Khan, appointed on the right, were instructed to attack on the left side of the valley, which was surrounded by a steep rock on the Beatli stronghold. After this, Shafshakin Khan moved 300 yards further with his cannons. On the evening of 11th March 1659, heavy bombardment ensued from both sides, which lasted all night. Much of the next day also passed in this bombing. A cloud of smoke enveloped the atmosphere like a thunderstorm. The sparks of shots fired from the cannons glowed like lightning. Sulfur, fire, and flames spread throughout the valley. Hiding in this smoke, the soldiers on both sides reached the enemy cannons and captivated them. Due to this, the cannons were stopped for some time, but soon those soldiers were pushed back by the gunfire, swords, and spears of enemy soldiers from behind. The firing continued from Aurangzeb's side. Aurangzeb's army was firing cannons to demolish the ancient wall of Indarkot, which stood firmly towards Dara's front. At this, Aurangzeb asked his forces to go ahead and attack, but Aurangzeb's generals refused to do so and said that they shouldn't move forward until the cannons complete their work. Dara's army continued to fire on Aurangzeb's army under the cover of this wall. Dara's soldiers were at a height and under the wall's cover, so they were getting less harmed, while Aurangzeb's army was on the lower side and was taking more damage from being in the open field. Thus, even after the second day, there was no progress in the war. Aurangzeb's army was convinced that it was impossible to enter Dara's camp due to the strong interception by him. Aurangzeb's soldiers were wavering. See in the sequel, Ramrup Rai, king of Jammu, sacrificed for Aurangzeb.